Hey there, my name's Tracy from Randomness of Rudy, and in this video we're going to talk about Sagittarius in a relationship with Gemini. I'm laughing already because this is a fun match. But this is a part of my YouTube series on the Sagittarius experience where I take a look at Sagittarius in a relationship with each sign of the zodiac. So if you haven't seen the first video I did where I go a bit more in depth on what it's actually like to date a Sagittarius, please go back and check that out. Sagittarius with Gemini, these are opposite signs, okay? And as I've been saying throughout all of my series, with opposite signs, it's hit or miss. You either like each other or you don't. There's never an in-between. And if you're in a relationship with your opposite sign, it's probably going to be this mix of love and hate, okay? The question is, whether or not it's still worth it at the end of the day. With Sagittarius and Gemini, both are similar in the sense that both really enjoy learning. Both really enjoy absorbing knowledge and increasing, their information computer up here. Both signs are very social and genuinely like being able to explore, whether it be new places, new activities, or new people, okay? The only difference is, Gemini tends to keep his or her knowledge at a surface, Gemini knows about everything and anything that's happening in his or her local community. Gemini knows, most about everybody that he or she comes into contact with. And Gemini just really has this broad base of knowledge, which is fantastic. But sometimes there's not as much depth that Sagittarius is looking for, okay? Sagittarius enjoys knowledge and wisdom and philosophical type, teachings. And that's because there's a level of depth to this information. It's not just surface stuff. Sagittarius is an energy that will really go to the ends of the world, to the ends of the earth, to find the truth in something. Whereas Gemini is more analytical and takes on this attitude that, it's fact-based, here it is, and that's it. And so, again, both signs are similar in that there is this excitement surrounding knowledge and information, but Sagittarius wants to go deeper, whereas Gemini, prefers to kind of broaden his scope in a more surface way, okay? And so this is something to be mindful of. This is something to, keep aware of when it comes to how you both approach life. All right, because like I said, you're both very social. You both enjoy learning about different things, but Sagittarius needs to go deeper and wider, whereas Gemini is totally fine just keeping that local stimulus going, okay? So remember this. As far as sexual compatibility, I think these two signs will probably have the most fun in the bedroom. Both Gemini and Sagittarius, they don't do well when it comes to intimacy. It's not that they can't be intimate, but they do prefer being, keeping things light in the bedroom and just having fun and role playing and coming up with different sexual scenarios. So this isn't a very heavy, intense pairing when it comes to sexual compatibility, and that's okay. Both will really appreciate each other's style in the bedroom, and it could really be a good time for Sagittarius as far as lovemaking with a Gemini. So sexual compatibility is really great. As far as your disagreements go, this comes back to what I started off with, the knowledge piece here. And I think both signs are going to be really frustrated with each other when it comes to your arguments, because Sagittarius will ask the why behind the why, and Gemini will say, what's the point? Gemini will say, here's the document, here's the fact, here's the figure. Why do we need to go much more into this? And that is where the hate part comes into this loving relationship. So keep this in mind. Sagittarius needs depth. Sagittarius needs more than just factual evidence. Sagittarius needs deeper understanding. And Gemini simply doesn't have time for it. And so when it comes to your disagreements, Sagittarius, you're going to have to learn more so than your Gemini how to let things go. And you're going to have to learn how to choose your battles, because if you try to take things farther than necessary, Gemini is going to give up before you can even get there, okay? And Gemini, in the meantime, try to do a better job at understanding where your Sagittarius is coming from and understanding why it's so important for him or her to get to the bottom of a particular issue. That will be something that really helps you both to overcome your disagreements, okay? Outside of these things, it's a fun match, and you guys will have a lot of fun exploring in general. And if you're able to just be aware of how you operate and how you come to certain life conclusions, then it will really produce a deeper understanding of each other, which will really further, progress in this relationship. If you want more information, feel free to visit my website at randomnessofrudy.com.